Hey guys, welcome to another drawing video. Today I'm actually going to be going through the process of how I did the Undertale thumbnail. As you can see right here, I'm actually starting to draw Frisk, and if you notice, I'm giving them a beard because my brother decided, or said, it would be probably a good idea if I started adding myself into the thumbnails just to make sure people know it's mine. And so I kind of liked that idea and I went with it. Right there I'm actually drawing the heart inside of my hand. Because if you watch the Undertale video, you would know that anytime you're in a battle, your heart is like the cursor and you're like trying to dodge the enemy bullets. I think it's really creative, RPG element that I've never seen before. I went ahead and gave myself the stick. That's the first weapon you get. And I'm just kind of like, one of the things I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to draw all the main big characters, but at the same time I also want to make this black and white because in all the battles that you go against them, it's all black and white. Right here I'm actually drawing Toriel. And because I'm trying to make it black and white, I'm also trying to keep the original style of the game as well. Because I just want to keep like that continuity with the game, just to let people know what they're getting into. I don't want to change all of it into my own art style, but at the same time, of course I'm going to draw my own art style a little bit. And if you haven't noticed, I'm actually trying to keep the music of each boss or character and line it up with the character I'm drawing at the time. I will say, I love the art style of this game because they do a lot of things where whenever I draw my manga, I draw a lot of things in white and then I put a lot of the details in with black lines. But in this case, it's the opposite, where, a lot of the details are filled in with white on a black background. And you'll see later, like, I do end up actually just going to a black background and filling in a lot of the details with white. I really wish I did that whole picture this way, but it was just something I was doing. Right here I'm actually starting to draw Papyrus. I did a lot better on his head than I thought I would. It is a little difficult trying to draw very pixelated people in this non-pixelated way. Like, a lot of the times I was just trying to add a whole lot of details that I just couldn't without, ruining the original art direction of it. Or at least in my opinion, that was the case. And I'm also trying to give all of them, their own different pose, so I went ahead and made him flexing because that's very Papyrus. Also, on all of them, for reference, I used their main battle posing, the black and white pictures that they all got. And over here I'm starting to draw Undyne. I actually had a lot of trouble with Undyne, which is upsetting because I think she's my favorite character in the game. I really wanted her to look good, so I put a lot of time and effort into her character. And you'll see later on why I had so much trouble with her. I'm trying to give her this muscular, sleek look as well. But on the in-game sprite of her during her boss battle, her legs are so short, and it looks good in game, but whenever I'm trying to draw it, I had a lot of trouble with it. Yeah, her legs were a real pain for me. It's kind of embarrassing to watch, honestly. Oh man. It was really just her legs too. I felt like I did all right on the head and the armor, but her legs were just throwing me for a loop, man. This sped up at 1000%, so I think I spent probably maybe like 5 to 10 minutes just on her legs alone. Right here I'm actually trying to add the details again on her armor with the white line work, much like I did with Toriel's dress. I think she turned out alright in the end. I think I use more of my art style for the long run. Right here I'm drawing Alfies. I believe that's how you say her name. Now, in the game, Alfies and Undyne are like the main couple. So I went ahead and I put both of them together. I thought, you know, they looked kind of cute. And for her position, what I did is that I was like looking up the actual in-game sprite work for her, and I more or less copied it, you know. I didn't know, you know, what position I should draw her in otherwise. I think mostly in game it's just in that position. Right here I'm on Sans. Sans was kind of easy to draw and hard at the same time. I think I had the most trouble with his eyes. And then right there I went ahead and fixed it because I was making them too round and they just look kind of creepy. But now he looks more of like lazy aloof with those, you know, half circle eyes. I always loved his outfit. Just a jacket and sweatpants along with slippers. And right here we're going on to Asgore. I feel like I drew Asgore the best, honestly. And I drew him in his battle pose. I really feel like I did really well on Asgore. And you'll see why in a second, because during the middle I'm trying to like draw some of his armor. But that's whenever I went ahead and made the background black and started filling in everything with white lines. Also, if I sound just a little bit off, I do have a bit of a sore throat. So, I'm sorry about that. I also really love the music in this game. I think Asgore's themes is probably one of my favorite. Right here I'm actually just like looking at sprite work for reference. I think right about here is whenever I decide to just go ahead and make the background black. I just couldn't get his hand right, so I'm going through and I'm outlining all the black artwork with white so they still pop out and don't get blended in. There we go. I think those hands look pretty nice. You know, nice enough. If I were to redo this drawing, I would definitely 100% start off with a black background. I gotta say, the short legs are probably the hardest thing to work with in this entire drawing. It's just something about them being such a different perspective really threw me off. And right here I'm actually going to start drawing in the red heart that I'm holding. And then I'm actually getting ready to give Asgore his red spear, or trident. I just felt like it kind of worked well with me holding the red heart and then him holding his red spear. So I went ahead and added both of them. And of course, you can't forget your best friend, Flowey the Flower. Anybody who's watched the game actually knows he's not your best friend whatsoever. But look, that smile can't hurt anything. I think he turned out pretty good too, but I mean, he was a pretty simple character. And right here I'm actually getting ready to add the title Undertale onto the screen, which I couldn't find the actual font for it, but that was the closest I could get. And there we go. You know, it's alright. I don't think I did as well as I could have if I started off with a black background, but I still like the way it turned out. Let me guys know if you liked it, and if you do, like the video and subscribe for more. I do plan on recording and drawing all my thumbnail videos and editing them in the future. So, thank you very much. Have a great day.